Hi everyone and welcome to the Kinder Stampo Pocket Full of Memories mini album blog hub. I wanted to do a fun blog hub to just show really different ways of doing a mini album and creating fun pockets. I know a lot of times we see a really fun shape and we just um, sometimes find it challenging to create some creative pockets within it. So I just wanted to show you some really easy ways to do it. The mini album that I'm featuring is from Accucut. It's one of the petal flip die albums, and it's basically the shape of a petal. And I'll run you through all of the pages. Keep in mind that this album is still a little bit of a work in progress. I didn't get a chance to complete it, but I am still working on it. I have a couple of more photos to work on. So this is the front of the album, and on the front it comes with one of these rings. So what I did was I put a piece of Tim Holtz paper underneath here. I embossed all of the sentiments. This one I decided to write my family because the album is all about my family, and I used the Kinder Stampo Creative Chaos Alphabet stamp set. This is a really, really fun stamp set if you like doing vintage and grungy and shabby chicy types of projects and like personalizing them. So that's what I did. So that's how I put the my family on here. I used some of the Tim Holtz film strip and just kind of coiled it on here and stapled it on so it gives you that very three-dimensional effect. I added a couple of glass. This is actually diamond dust with some glitter in it. These flowers right here, I just hand cut and put them on here. And then throughout the album, you'll notice that there's a lot of these little um, leaves. And this is from the McGill Designer Pine Leaf Punch. It's one of my favorite punches, and I am using it throughout the album just to add that really natural texture to the album. These right here are just these um, tickets that you can buy just for any fair or for any event at any one of your local stores. All I did was I flipped it backwards. I stamped on it using the Kinder Stampo Vintage Love stamp set. So it says, my family, forever mine, forever true. And then I folded it over so that you can see the numbers. Did a little bit of simple stitching and then distressed it with my Tim Holtz vintage photo. And then around here, I just did some simple white stitching as well. This right here is one of the Kinder Stampo vintage charms. It's a beautiful butterfly, and I just put a little gem in the center just to make it pop out a little bit more. I'll show you something that I did. I kind of did a dangle charm on here because this album is all about my family. I use the Kinder Stampo vintage letter charms, and they basically come with a sheet that looks like this, and it has all of the letters so that you can use them as a template for the inside of your charms. And there's also some blanks that you can use to emboss and personalize. And then here are the charms, how they come. So obviously you can put photos in here, whatever you like. You can add some flowers, just really, really fun ways of doing this. And then one of the things I do to seal the paper within the charm is I use some Tim Holtz glossy accents. It adds a really beautiful detail to here, so I'm just going to finish doing that later on. I just didn't get a chance to do it. So I put one for each of the people in my family, so there's 5 names. And then on the very bottom, I dangled 2 more of the Kinder Stampo charms, the lock and key. So I love those charms, so I wanted them to be in there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start seeing the album. I left the back of this blank because I may just put something in writing or maybe a photo. And because a lot of my pages are very three-dimensional, I didn't want it to be too bulky because if it's too bulky, then you won't see the shape of the album. So then let's go ahead and move this. On this page, again, I did a little bit of pocket. So basically what I did is this mini album comes with a round shape like this. All I did was take some pieces of random paper and kind of just put them on the bottom like this, turned it around and cut around the edge, and then that's the little piece that I used as my pocket. Then I took just a regular circle and I put a little brad so that it flips in and out. You can use this for photos or for journaling, whatever you wish. So just a lot of real estate in here. And then I took one of these tags, and on here I used the Kinder Stampo Grungy Inspiration stamp set. This is a really, really popular stamp set that's used by a lot of folks who do altered art and beautiful cards and mini albums. Just really inspirational sayings. So this one says believe, and then I just tucked it back here. So then there's just a little bit more space within the album. And then I put a photo of my family. So here we go. And then this flower right here, again, I used the pine um, punch from McGill. And then this flower I made using the McGill Buttercup Paper Blossoms punch and some Tim Holtz paper. So I just cut out the Tim Holtz paper and kind of layered it on top of each other. Used the sun punch to just add this little black detail in the center, and then added again some diamond dust with some glitter, and then added a little piece of film strip that again you can see it's very three-dimensional. Then we'll go to the next page. This area I left blank because I'm still working on it, so I kind of skipped every other one. But again, I want to make sure that when I put these may just become pockets like this, so I may just put this, the tag, and a photo because I don't want it to be too bulky. So then the next page, I put a photo of my boys. So here's my husband and my two sons, and I again did that pocket. I added a little tab right here. I wanted to add some more Kinder Sample vintage charms, so I thought this was fun to have the little bird kind of flying in. So here goes again another circle that can go in. And what I did here, I put one of these what are these? Those little frame backs that you can get, and I kind of just thought that you can use this to kind of keep it closed while you're not using it. So it'll close like that, and then again another tag that says live using the grungy inspiration. And then this right here is one of the Kinder Stample vintage charms. It's the clock charm, and I just put it on a brad because I wanted it to swivel. I just thought that would be really fun. Again, I used the Tim Holtz film strip, and this sentiment right here that says my little goblins is from the Kinder Stample Vintage Halloween. I thought it would be perfect for this because my boys are my goblins. So just really fun. I stapled everything on because I just wanted to have a lot of texture and metallic feel to this album because of course it's kind of Tim Holtzy. So I wanted to make it my own, but I also wanted to be very Tim Holtz. And then again, here we go with those pine leaves again, just to keep consistency throughout the album, and some stitching. So you'll notice that all of the pages have stitching only around the petals because I wanted to make sure that when the album closed, everything around the edges would look the same. And then we'll go to the next page. Again, these I kept blank because these I'm still working on, but again, I will do something that's kind of flat so that it's not two-dimensional. And then on this page, this is the very last page, I put a picture of my kids. So it's basically my daughter and my oldest son holding the baby's hand while they're walking away. I thought this was a really fun photo, and I used the Kinder Stample Friendship Stamp Set. I thought it was perfect for this, and it says best friends till the end. I used again those the Pine Punch from McGill, some Tim Holtz film strip, which again is very consistent throughout the album. This right here is just a circle punch. I took 3 circles at 1.5 inch. I crumpled them up, put a little brad in the center, and just adhered it. Then I put a little pearl just to add just that little shabbiness to it. And then again, here goes another tag that just says dream. And I don't have anything written on here, but if you notice, I did some distressing around all of the tags. And then I did a background stamp on here. This is just a really light polka dot background because I want to be able to write on these. So these are kind of going to be my journaling tags. And then again, here goes that circle that goes in and out. So we'll put this back in here like this. And then when you close it, this is basically what the album looks like. So I'll turn it around so you guys can see it again. I had a lot of fun putting this album together. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my new mini album. Stay tuned because I'll definitely be finishing it and posting another video really soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tip, and I can't wait to share new ideas with you really soon. Thanks for watching.